Can I have his heart?
Oh.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
A little nubbin?
Why do you
go.
think that's a tart?
I get out pate. I just shove it in his ribs. There you go, buddy.
Oh, it just woke me right up, didn't it?
I just want to know. I don't know if you have one, so I thought maybe you'd want one.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Does it work?
It just falls out. And he's like, well, it was worth a shot, eh?
We'll work on it.
No, let's go.
It smell
It kind of tickles.
really bad. SCG.
Oh.
Yes.
You know, I was kind of thinking about it, and, well, I'm good at kind of being creepy and deceiving, and I've got a little bit of, like, little sniper shots. I don't really have anything that can, like, go boom and target just a bunch of people all at once. And so, I don't know, just wondering if maybe you could, I wouldn't mind learning to play with a little bit of fire, maybe?
Oh, I would absolutely love to help with that. Yes. Okay. Oh, this gives me a bit of a project.
Okay.
I
yes,
love
we can
this idea.
work on it over time.
I love
you know.
this. I think you're going to be amazing at it. I think aesthetically it's going to be very cool.
think so?
Yes.
All right.
Definitely will add to it.
Okay.
I'm excited about this.
Me too.
How's it feel being alive again? Sorry, I just jumped right in.
No,
I
you
didn't
did.
know that was
It was
coming.
very light and jovial, and then that just
I was trying to make it
swerved.
just get it in real
Yes.
quick.
No, it feels it feels incredible, and I'm still, of course, grappling with the such extreme lengths you all went to get me back, but I'm still not entirely sure if there's still a piece of Delilah lingering in there, and I don't know, there's certain things I'm still just unsure of, and kind of, I'm not easily afraid of things, but I'm still kind of afraid of myself.
I understand that feeling. Sometimes it goes well, and other times it's like, oh, oops.
Yes.
That's awful. I didn't like that woman very much, and I think we can all do whatever we can to keep her away, if the little bit of her is still there. We can try, but I think you fought her pretty well. From the inside.
Couldn't have done it without a view. Yeah, perhaps it's a bit like what Anna Lynn was talking about with Chetney, and we just all have to know how to work with each other's strengths and limitations.
Yeah. I feel pretty terrible that I flipped a coin for your lives. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make the decision myself, and then it felt so flippant and terrible.
And that was more the change fingers
Yeah.
choice. Well, let's blame it on a god.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Regardless, I support the decision.
Okay. Well, I'm very glad you're back.
Me too.
I missed you terribly for that moment of time.
It seemed like so long, yet I know it was not that long in the grand scheme of things.
Well, I'll think of some ideas,
Okay.
and we'll just make it fun dangerous.
I love it.
maybe a little chaotic. Maybe like a little bad dangerous, but we'll see what happens.
We're in the forest, so you know.
This jungle's weird.
Yeah, it's wet.
Yeah, it's all right. Let's see.
Imagine, let's start small. Just how do I
Okay.
manifest?
So, usually what I do,
All right.
I just kind of rub my fingers together.
Okay.
And gets real hot. And then in my head, I
I
just...
don't have good circulation. I got a point. It's like they're a little colder.
That's right. Well, you're flaking a little bit. Some pieces are coming up.
It's been
Okay.
The jungle's not been good for the.
So just maybe do this little action,
All right.
and then think fire in your head. Like, see it. See the big flame just ready to fucking burn shit. And then you blow it out to your fingertips, and then you should get some fire. Just a little start.
All right. All right. Okay. Oh my God. I'm so nervous. All right.
got this, you got this, you
Don't
got
look
this.
at me.
You want me to
But
look
don't.
away?
No. Look at me. Look at me. I need to.
I could probably hear. I could see the. I could.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
And where are you looking?
Well, I was looking at my fingers,
That
so
batch
I
of dry
guess
leaves over there.
yeah. Base of a tree.
This chutney whittling.
A little bit,
Peace.
a little bit to the
You know
left of
what?
where Orem was practicing.
I have an idea.
Okay.
If it's not too late,
Yes.
maybe you just try it at me.
Oh boy.
All right.
I can just keep.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I can take it because it's just a little heat. I
Yes,
can
well,
take a little
you're
heat.
off.
I'll close my
Especially,
eyes.
right? Can you maybe like catch it?
I've never tried. Let me see if I can try.
Mr. kind of climbs on your shoulder and was like, gets excitement in his
Yeah, you did
eyes.
He's into it. Wait, is it all right? What if I hit Mister?
It's fine.
He ignites
Yeah.
in flames.
It'll
You're
just get in the right
such
moment.
an inspiration. Oh my God. Oh, just okay. I'm gonna kind of think about Mister.
Okay, I'm gonna try to think about catching it.
As you imagine in your head this kind of small flicker, the start of a match, the crackle of a fire as it begins to burn into a furnace, an inferno, a raging forest fire, a molten volcano eruption, just all the elemental imagery of what fire means in the history of Exandria. And as you blow, you open your eyes just in time to see the very tips where the connections of your fingers are. There's this faint orange glow between them. And as you separate them slightly, all those little tips of glow go fit into one small little bead. And you blow it, and it just kind of drifts like a fast-moving mote on the wind.
Oh, it's tiny.
okay.
Over towards you, Fern.
Oh,
It's a little one.
Mister, just grab it.
He chomps on it. An explosion of flame completely engulfs both him and Fern in a 20-foot radius. All the nearby trees that were covered in morning dew and mist are now scorched, and there is a vacant spot where the warmth has completely eliminated the surrounding mist and fog. All the rest of you hear a
It's
I am
okay.
up the trees in the treetop so I can spot this guy.
Oh,
It's happening.
so
it's all right. Oh, is everything on fire or was just a?
Are you on fire?
not everything is scorched, but there are no flames catching. Thankfully, it is a moist enough
Okay.
jungle, and the flame is immediate enough that it didn't catch. However, you do 8d6 fire damage to Fern.
86.
I thought we were just
Let's go.
start small.
Let's go.
But you kind of talked about it being like a light, like an ember.
Of course.
For it's the little like purpley and glowy, like those like
Fireball
deep,
light.
you know, kind of the center of a dark ember.
You hear this explosion, you glance over, and now you're used to the bright, vibrant oranges and reds of natural and, nature-based fire. This little this little mote of energy as it comes towards you, the red ember turns to a dark purplish color, and as it detonates, the flames that surround you in a flash are a deep black purple coloration. This is a different kind of fire, pulled from a different kind of energy, from a different kind of magical source.
You caught it!
I did.
Fern,
Whoa,
is
that was
you?
Yes.
Y'all all right?
Yes, everything's fine.
Are we attacking each other
Why
again?
did you just
No. We were just having a lesson, and turns out Laudna's very extremely powerful and good at it already.
Oh, goodness. So,
That was amazing.
thank
like,
you.
that was
Well,
a-
you're an amazing teacher.
I didn't even know I could teach. And I feel like I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you're so inspiring.
Oh my god. Okay, this was so fun. We should do more classes.
Okay.
And the thing is, when you teach, when you're an amazing teacher, you do know that sometimes you're going to take a little bit of the heat. So,
So wise.
and if you have an amazing student, I mean, what are you going to do?
Turn to Imogen. This place is really fucking loud. Do you want a drink? I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be over.
How heavy of a drink?
Not.
I'm gonna do a thing. Okay.
Are you all right, darling?
Oh, of course. Yeah, we just
I can't help it. The moment we landed, you've been a bit listless.
Oh, well. I mean, we've been out in nature for quite a while now, so it's just, it's strange to come back into something new. And yeah, I mean, my mom could potentially be here. It's strange. The city's just so beautiful, and I just feel so scared of it.
Well, you got some company.
Yeah.
And, I'm not gonna stop being afraid of the moment, but
Do you want to reach out to her again, or maybe wait until we know more about what we're doing?
Maybe when we're not here. But yeah, I think I probably should. She might not even be here. She might not even say if she is, Plus, we have the seminary to look into.
Which she's been to?
Yeah, that's how I found out she was even connected to all this. There was an essay written by one of the professors there that included her.
Well, then maybe answers are right around the corner for you.
Yeah.
And I think it's smart to be cautious. It's easy to get charmed by appearances, but to your point, we know what's going on.
And speaking of folks who we don't know might be here, do you want to check that orb?
Oh, yes!
Pull it out and look under the orb. It appears dark. There is no sign of a glow nearby.
I hate not knowing if she got rid of the tracker or if...
rid of it. I'll look for a like a back table that's kind of away from the crowds for Imogen,
Okay.
and
Easy enough to find.
get a table in the back. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make Pate just hold the fort for us.
Don't worry, I'm watching it for you.
Good boy.
No one will sit at this table.
does it look like there's anyone?
Gently. Do you plan on gambling?
I've already lost 100 gold.
Well, I have an idea of how to maybe make that back.
I'm all ears.
You see, I'm not really. I love games, but I haven't really gambled much because most places I go into, if I ever try to gamble, they'd be like, hag, get out, But,
There was a hag in there?
well,
Hag?
it's,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, there was always hag.
There was always, yeah.
Out in the house.
But, you see, Pate. Hi, Pate. We've been
Aye.
chatting a little bit because he's got a little special ability where he can go invisible. And I can see through Pate's eyes, and then I could send you messages. So, just, if there's anything in terms of like looking at other people's cards or looking to stack the deck, as they say in the gambling world. Do they say that? I don't know, but I'm really excited. I'm sorry.
Is anybody listening to us talk?
Yeah, I know.
Pate is.
As you say that, I'm
Yes,
going
I
to say
mean,
in Laudna's
very-
head. Maybe you should talk a little quieter.
Just throwing it up.
In your head, you hear, just so you know, I don't think it's the smartest idea to cheat. Maybe tonight, just Orem has let us know that the guards are definitely watching us
Whose
and
head are you in?
Laudna's.
Apparently we're drawing focus.
Seminoles to go disappearing.
Not. Hang on. Hold. I love the enthusiasm. Love the tenacity. You're so good. Maybe it's a bad idea to cheat tonight, but maybe tomorrow night.
It's on.
All right.
Yeah,
Once they're more used to us.
we'll scout for some marks.
I like it.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to dip some in the cocktail sauce and drift it over to me across the
He's
room.
flying around
Yeah.
the room doing his own thing. Why is he bothering you?
I mean, I was curious if Pate was around.
You know, he's
I'm gonna let-
exploring
Actually
the cabinets.
attached to the ceiling right now, just staring right at you. Just
Hey,
You can talk to him. Go make friends. This is important. Go.
okay.
like swoops down and then latches onto your shoulder and kind of looks up towards. Doesn't look at you, like the skull with the eye socket just glaring in your direction with like the faint little spark of life in the deep canal of it.
I just wanted to say that when we took the Laudna head vacation, we saw the beginning idea of you, like the baby idea, and we really care about her, and it's important to keep her safe. And
I agree.
yeah, and I know you're going to be a lot of help there.
Yeah. All costs. Gotta keep her safe. Keep her alive. Keep her kicking.
Yeah, and
She goes. I go.
Well, yeah, and I'll just say, just so that we're all clear, and I'm really happy that you're going to be helping.
Hey. I'm real happy. Are you happy?
Well, since you appeared at a rather interesting moment in our reality, if that's you in there, Delilah, I swear to fuck that I will murder you if anything happens to her. And I'm watching.
What?
Are we clear?
Okay.
All right, otherwise we're good. Just thought that should be there. Protect her.
Yeah. All will.
I like you.
That's over to you.
What the fuck was that?
That
Your
was
friend's fucking crazy.
probably quiet enough that no one actually heard.
What?
That was probably quiet enough that I was trying to keep that a little in the corner. So
He's threatening me.
He's
Think for
threatening you.
Delilah.
No, that's how Ashton makes friends. They're very friendly. It's just how they say they care.
I'm gonna make you a fancy hat. It's gonna look great.
Apology accepted.
You look so dashing in a hat.
Crawls back under your hair.
Is it all right? Yes, that's good. Here,
Should we use a little shrimp tail?
do you want to play dress up?
I mean, you made me.
Yes,
I'll
you
do
do.
it up. Okay.
Go at it, Fern.
Tonight was fun. You should enjoy it. Relax. It'll be all right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, get out then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Do you want me to take and scrub your back?
No,
for you
that's
if
all.
you-
That's all right. I'll go into the washroom.
Okay.
And as soon as I shut the curtain, I'm gonna leave it open just a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look out into the room. And I'll step back a little bit and I'll shut my eyes. And when I open them again, I won't be there. And I'm just gonna step out of the room. And I'm gonna jump out of the window. And as I jump out, I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
Okay. Amongst the din and everything, everyone conversing, settling in, the sound of, water. Did you leave the water, gently running into the tub? Okay. It's a bit noisy. All I was thinking about you, being you, catch, just a small sound of, something landing on the windowsill. You go and glance over, but there's nothing there.
As you make eye contact, as you look over at the windowsill, you'll hear in your head, I'll be back.
Water? Water.
As you just dive off the tower and see kind of the beautiful landscape beneath, the hundreds of people that are walking through the streets, the various kind of arcane glowing lamp lights that line elements of the walking paths, and the various buildings with long flags and banners that hang and blow gently with the breeze that pushes through. It's quite a breeze, actually, that kind of continuously kicks through the city streets, kind of adding this kind of continuous hollow, kind of almost like a multi-tuned faint wood instrument that just kind of drifts through the city at different times. And as that sound reaches your ears, as you plummet towards the bottom, seeing the canals and the stonework and the people below catching faster, your invisibility fades as your flight kicks in and you drift back up in control of your plummet.
I'm gonna fly up and go up above the city and look down at everything. Look down at the lake and take in the lack of sound in my head. And I'm gonna cast Sending and try to contact my mother again.
Okay.
I'm in Eos. Are you here? I know you want to stay distant, but please, I need guidance. Please.
It's 45 grueling seconds of silence before your mother's voice comes back through towards you. If you're there, then you need to stay there. Stay safe. I understand the need for answers, but it's a real dangerous journey. She casts Sending towards you.
Ooh.
I've given up so much to keep you safe. At the end of it all, it's all I want. Please.
Mother, this storm is coming. If you keep running from me, I'm afraid I'm gonna get swept up in it. I know I'll find you in the end.
If you keep running towards me, you'll definitely end up swept up in it. Imogen. Run.
respond. I'm just gonna stay up above the city for a while before I fly back down. And I'll land on the windowsill. In your head, you hear, "Can you turn off that water? I'm afraid I might have overflowed the little washroom there."
Make sure that no one's paying attention and slides in behind the curtain. Stops it just before it overflows.
It's like right on the cusp too. The
had it on
steam's
trickle.
rising, and it's like just like the little bit. It's like just about to bow over the edge.
And then just slinks out like a sentry at a door.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hit invisibility on myself and head back into the room before I come back out again.
Okay.
I'll-
So you can. As the sentries approach, kind of walking by, their helmets with kind of the scalp points on them. One of them with like a big, thick, orcish jaw with a really awesome-looking, like jeweled ring that's put through one of the tusks on the side. Kind of glances over. You can see like the sentries that are assigned to this area are fairly well dressed to kind of match the aesthetic of the neighborhood. And the one that kind of gives you a nod as you pass by, kind of accepting your presence, though a little perturbed by yours, but continues on.
You haven't seen a skeleton gardener before?
Are you guys still pretending to be gardeners? Why are you walking around like
The
that?
soil is amazing.
As he walks away, unsettling presence.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
He walks away and then stops. The other one keeps walking, kind of stops his shoulders. He like slowly turns back around. Just like goes and scurries to catch up with the other one.
So fun.
I just love it so much. It's so great.
Sorry, okay. Yes. As Orem and I'm sure Imogen, that's Imogen, by the way, and that's Orem, will probably tell you.
There we go, real names.
I thought that would be easier. Anyway, I'm sure that they will tell you. We've had quite a few encounters with Ruidus and those who affiliate with it, and this goes all the way back to Balan and Zahar Loomis, the Loomis twins. And following the trail that they left behind. I see on your face I struck a chord, didn't I?
I struggle.
As this figurine kind of glances over with a somewhat furrowed brow to the others, you see Ebenold kind of like places a hand to his chest.
Oh, apologies. Didn't mean to be insensitive.
They were too young to have been caught in the crossfire of our research. They were very bright and very intelligent, with a vibrant future ahead of them until we pulled them into this. So, understand there is some hard emotions.
We know they're not the only ones, too. Anyone poking around too much. The subject of Ruidus.
And why are you poking around? Is this worth the risk to you? Even you coming here, who are you doing this for?
Well, several reasons, actually, but we've recently discovered that I was Ruidus born, and my mother was very much affected, as am I, and recently more and more powers have been emerging, and more dreams have been happening, and I know this all sounds...
Ebenold's eyes are going wide, and he kind of looks back towards Dr. Baron and says,
Is she an exultant?
I don't know what that is.
Dr. Baron kind of steps forward.
In our research, there have been certain Rudisborn who exhibit a particularly strong connection to the entity in the sky, and begin to, well, as you describe, exhibit certain capabilities, if I believe so. This is a bit beyond my personal purview.
I
This
show
is
them
more-
my arms.
Yeah. Ebenold steps forward and
This is very much like some of the others.
Yes.
Liliana Temold.
there's a look of recognition on Ebenold's face.
You knew her?
I did.
You know her?
So you kind of like now, more than ever, like taking in your features, and there's like,
And I assume you are her daughter. This makes a lot more sense now. Please do understand, if in telling you these things, you very much fasten yourselves to our fates as well, whatever dark path it might go. So I
dug pretty deep.
Yeah, we've had several run-ins with Odahan Thul already.
Right.
She killed me. Very, very intense.
Right. Whatever is behind the Moonaville Omen is also behind these latent capabilities that you and Liliana and Rotahan exhibit. While not every Rudisborn does become an exultant, those that do have seemingly been drawn to this place, this valley to the north. And they're all coming in droves now.
To the Hellcatch?
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Do you know where my mother is?
I assume she's there. She was at...
She's working with Thul.
She was an incredible subject when we were creating and forming the archive. She was our first true studyable example of an exultant. We were able to conduct so many experiments with her. She was a forthright volunteer. She grew frustrated with our inability to give the answers she sought. And Rotan found her, as did the assembly. And I think her personal need for answers overrode her judgment. I'm sorry.
It's making more sense now.
You said, Imogen's mom, she was one of your first subjects that you would study?
Well, we studied many Rudisborn over the years as we began to notice this increasing frequency of flares. Like, we knew, I mean, studying its mysteries for quite some time. Many have over the years, but it wasn't until this past decade or so that the Rudisborn number began to increase almost exponentially. It was a very rare thing for a very long time. And then in just the past 5 years, we've catalogued nearly 200. And that's just the ones that came to us, or the ones we sought out from rumors and hearsay. And Liliana was the first to show these advanced properties.
Well, I think Imogen has some pretty advanced properties because she kind of blew out a whole block of buildings and things.
Is that so?
So
Main Rider's like, oh.
I wasn't fully aware of it.
But that's the thing. Do you know how to make her aware of it? Have you guys been studying these types of things to sort of hone in on it?
This is a little out of my purview. How about you, doctor, professor? And Benel goes, we can try. We can work on it a bit. We don't have a terribly large amount of time with the solstice mounting, but if we feel this is, if you indeed exhibit similar capabilities to your mother, it might be worth attempting to hone it a bit.
I blew out a city by myself. A block decimated.
Intentionally?
No.
See, that is what makes it dangerous.
No, I fully understand that. They've got an entire army of that.
Are you sure it wasn't intentional?
I didn't. It just happened, Fern. After Laudna, it just happened.
Maybe I can go through my notes when I worked with your mother and we can run some exercises. I don't know. I don't train people to do mind things. Rin, it's like, we can probably have some discussion. We can set up some, I don't know, some practice dummies. I don't.
All right.
I got some ideas.
We have somebody on the inside we can take advantage of.
Who?
My mom. I can try. Every time I've tried to reach out, she's shut me down.
Well, wasn't Odahan trying to get you to join as well?
Yeah.
Double agent.
You could, but that's super dangerous, and you're already a fragile soul.
But she's very
No,
capable.
no, I know she can, but I mean, she's got. I'm talking about her emotional health.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I know I cry a lot. Look, I know.
She goes to sleep every night crying, but
But
it's okay.
yeah, but it's fine because you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm strong. I'm a strong, independent woman.
Of course, you're a strong independent woman.
Yes.
But you also have to. You're strongest when you're with us, and if you're not, then I would just be worried about you. Is all.
Belzells. Let's make things weird. As they go ahead and like carve this circle space in the air, you watch as the center, this like one slab of somewhat smoothed over kind of porous volcanic rock begins to glow as a circle appears in the space.
You kind of do. I'm fun, scary.
Oh, that's
But maybe they get awkward and leave.
I think we still have all of our masks from the masquerade. And you saw if we wanted to, like, put the masks
Do a
on.
bit.
Yeah, do a bit.
I love a good bit.
I mean,
They begin to kind of like curl down and look underneath the central table.
Signal to Imogen.
Tell me
Takes a,
with your brain powers.
I tell Imogen with my brain powers what I see.
you see this almost sense of a face, and it kind of like
I gesture to let's go down the stairs.
I guide her down because you're blind,
Yes, I
right?
am.
Oh God, I'm gonna try to guide her down very stealthily down the steps.
okay.
This is stealth.
So you slowly begin to descend the steps. You immediately begin to hear the metallic ching 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 of hanging silverware and weapon or knives and cookware clinging into each other, and the sound of air beginning to pick up within the kitchen, and you hear a voice go, "Oh, did you see something? You smell something? Where you smell it, boy? Show us." It's very loud, and you can see dust beginning to kind of like push through the bottom of the doorway.
like there's a change of air pressure between the two rooms.
Oh, fuck.
You have this brief moment where as the wind begins to pick up, this hulking mass of swirling wind kind of sits in the center of the kitchen. All of the various implements and contained spices and other things that you would see normally in a kitchen are rattling and moving around, many of them being pulled off and swirling within it and scattering off. You see blades like to the side of the walls after it gets pulled in and flung out. And Pate is grasping the side of the table best he can, his little spider body going before
6 legs in the air.
and gets whipped up into the whirlwind and is just like swirling around inside. Just yeah, it's very disorienting you for a second.
Oh, God. Don't barf on me.
8.
Oh, no.
You just
Just a tiny little.
just a little upchuck, and you. The more you concentrate, Pate is on a whirlwind ride indefinitely.
I'm sorry.
Is it just dust?
In your head. Yeah, it's all right. I'll clean it. I got it. I take my little scarf off and start cleaning up her mouth. You're still just like out of it, right? You're still.
I can break it. I'll break it. I'll break it because I can always check back in.
You break it as you're cleaning her up and going down the steps. The wind, like the heavy wind of the room, gets a little quieter.
12 seconds later.
The wind presses beneath the gap at the bottom of the door.
Oh no, we're fucking. We're fucking.
And
We're fucking. All right.
here at the top of the stairway, you watch
I
as
cast light and spotlight on them.
I ripped my blouse off. I'm panicking.
I'm shining spotlights everywhere.
What was the sound, boys? We're just getting started.
Oh, yeah. Boy. We go. We're fully committed to fucking.
We are?
Yeah.
Repeat for Ashley what you just said.
What was the sound up there, boys? We're just getting started.
Oh!
And I'll start to unbutton my vest.
Okay. I pull out the trashy scry ball, and I toss it to FCG, and I say,
Oh my god.
Don't do it.
"We have to hurry. We're late for our session." Just webcamming a bit. It's great.
I'm gonna hold it and aim it towards her. And shine the lights on her.
I'm just kind of sitting there.
I didn't know we rented a wind machine for this one. Oh.
I'm gonna produce flame, and I'm just gonna like rave dance, just like like.
Are you acknowledging the giant wind creature that just?
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm just lighting,
Like those burlesque
dancing,
performances
yes,
from, like,
dancing
the
around
20s?
Laudna, giving her the light, behind her, interpretive dancing, shimmying. I'm sorry. Are you the owners? We didn't see anybody come in for such a long time. We thought the house was empty. I'm so sorry.
As the bolt into the ground right before you, and the figure that entered here, currently pulling the vines off of its body that retract back to the blade that Orem is holding, kind of gets up and starts glancing over in your direction.
It's just so hard to find a place to do this kind of stuff, you know?
So you say this as you rush forward, and the figure means and goes, for a second, kind of glances over at this scene and goes, "And then this is a very strange misunderstanding. I didn't..." And then sees you with your partially open shirt and looks at you and your arms and your wrists. What are those markings?
Oh.
Take them now!
No, I'm gonna bonus action.
Okay.
Misty step.
Okay, where are you misty stepping?
Top of the steps.
My scene partner! And then I transform a dread.
That is...
Naked Laudna, form dreads.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Saggy titties,
What have you
flopping in
done?
the wind.
What have you done?
That's some Wicked City shit right there, is what that is.
And then, as my neck cranes, and then my shoulder blades rupture out of my body. I am going to then cast Spider Climb on myself. I'm going to leap onto the ceiling and Spider Climb out after Imogen.
As you do that, the elemental is going to take a slam attack at you as you leave its attack range. It swings wide as you leap up out of its grasp and then just skitter across. As you head out towards the top, the two other entities see you who didn't see you. They're at the top of the stairs. The only one that kind of glanced at you would be the one that got tripped by you, but even then it was more focusing on you vanishing and looking over its shoulder as you disappeared into the hall behind as it heard your footsteps leave through the kitchen. It looks back just as you skitter across the ceiling. You hear all the music go, "Ah!"
Mirror image, one down.
There's multiples of you now skittering across the ceiling. One of them filters out. The one at the top that's holding the crossbow does not, it's its turn, so it can't actually make one because it's still holding the heavy crossbow, doesn't have its weapon drawn, so it just kind of like leans out of the way as you skitter past out into the kitchen.
This is why you should support sex workers.
I'm gonna reach my hands up and put my hands into him and say, "You don't control me. I am the storm." And I'm gonna inflict wounds into his body.
As you release this burst of necrotic energy into the body, the wind kind of fluctuates for a second, and the form, you watch as some of the things that are inside of its body suddenly drop, almost like the intensity of the wind for a moment begins to fade. And you watch bits of stone, papers, books, a small spider go.
He's gone now?
As that
He's got
happens,
ejected from the body.
Fuck, I was gonna do something with him.
as that happens, my eyes...
Just on the side next to it. And
I start to struggle a little bit and my eyes are gonna flash red.
So that pulse of energy hits, and you see it's looking as far as an air elemental itself looks. You can see it's now looking like it's been knocked around a bit, and still kind of holding its space there.
Oh, this is a good idea. Pete, back in the elemental.
Little spider goes.
I'm going to cast through him.
Okay.
Shocking grasp. Yes.
You see this. We're up close now, looking at this windy form around it. You watch this slight shadow glow. As this tiny spider kind of goes, puts its legs out, and it comes this dark shadow outline of a spider before this energy bursts from within, and the elemental.
Whoa!
And it's starting. You see the elements, the outside of its body, the wind starting to just kind of drift off and hit sideways things. It's having a hard time keeping itself together. The elemental, who previously is now holding itself together, gets this wild look in its eyes. The tornado picks up as the whirlwind goes, and the arms once again flip out to try and hit you. That's going to be the disadvantage and Bane on it.
Deuce. Nice, Laudna.
The first one just, you're just easy to dodge. You can see it's flailing now, and previously its wildness was kind of difficult to see, but now it's starting to just strike out in all directions. The second one with disadvantage, that's better. Okay, that is still the -3 to that. With Bane, which is -3 on it, that puts it at a 16 to hit still.
15.
So with that, you take...
I'm on the edge!
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I go unconscious!
Oh. So the one goes wide, and the confidence kind of hits you as you pull back, and then one wayward hit slams you. You go flying up into the air at a high arc before landing.
Can I silver barbs that second one? Can I silver barbs it?
The second one?
Yep, silver barbs.
So what you think at first is this impact that blasts into Imogen, knocking her unconscious. After you throw out the silvery barbs, Imogen catches herself on the table, and you realize that was her rapidly dodging out of the way just in time, and then catching herself on the table.
Don't sprain your back.
Going wide, and then it's going to go ahead and flee because it's afraid of you.
Do gods not like sex?
I think some of them do.
Yes, right?
You start seeing, looking into the face of his new metallic friend, the discussion of traumas. You begin to feel kind of emotional wounds burbling from inside, flashes of being punished for lack of piety, of being bound to an altar and forced to pray for hours. You see a childhood of persecution for a lack of religious focus.
Damn it, now I feel guilty.
Why? Did try to kill us.
I check in with Imogen in her head. Guilty.
This guy's a shit. Obviously. I wanted to end him. Now I see he's got all this trauma. He's a fucked up childhood. There's a reason he hates gods.
We all have trauma. What do you think?
This lake is probably real deep.
Yeah. I mean, we could leave him tied up in here, take all of his shit. I don't think anyone's gonna be okay with just leaving him alive, though. As I glance at Chetney.
Could check in with Ashton, see if we can get the hole. Just put him in the hole.
What are we gonna do with him? Just carry around a random dude?
I don't know. I don't know. I also feel like they have friends like everywhere.
Yeah.
I wish I had that many friends. But I just have you guys.
That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I need.
Oh.
That's all I need. I don't need anybody else.
I hope not.
Although the contacts seem handy.
Oh!
Hello. It's been a little bit. How you all doing?
Hang on for a second. Imogen is talking.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, let me... Could do the same thing again and get another third level back, because I just realized we have no way to contact Rin now that I've used all my spells on Ashton. Because they're being a punk.
Maybe you should take the opportunity.
Sure. Yeah, go on. I will... Well, I'll like... Yeah, I'll meet you in the front.
Do you want either Fern or I to go with you? We can 2 and 2 it
Yeah,
or
choose.
something.
Make it awkward. Do you want one of us to go with you?
Either of you would be...
You
one-
could all go because
No,
I think I'm in good hands.
No.
No.
One of us has to stay. We go as a team.
Fern, why don't you go with Imogen?
Okay.
That way, we can message each other.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Since we can each do that.
Sorry
I
about
can't
that, Professor.
send any...
You can't send any. Should we?
But I will, and then in your head you hear, but I'll make a connection right now. So at least for 4 minutes we'll be good.
I think I can message.
Teeny little minute. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. Well, she can message, you can message me, I can message you back, so we can just check in every once
We
in a
can
while.
also just walk down the hall and find me, too.
Sort
So.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Worst
let us
case, we'll
know.
just be in the front.
Just let us know when you get there, what room number, where you are, all those things, in case you need to. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I can also get, that's right, I can use point, I can get a spell. I can message you if it gets real hairy.
Okay.
All right. In your head you hear all those things, because I wouldn't say that in front of...
I assume it's such.
You take care of our friend now. We'll be...
Be safe. I don't trust these academics.
What happened? What happened? What's going on?
Barge past Fern.
You enter the interior of the office and you can see the scene here. This like kind of dark lit interior, the desk shifted forward slightly, and the professor just kind of sitting as you all enter. The professor kind of smiles as you all enter. Hi.
Hi.
He got the Omen Archive.
Dolph saw him on the front steps.
He got everything they had left. Her mind is...
I just grab Imogen. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Did he do anything to you?
He didn't hurt us.
What did he say? What happened?
He said so much. He wants... I don't know.
I'm back out in the hallway. I'm looking at the door frame.
Would you like to go see Kai? Would that make you happy? Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
He's really powerful.
Yeah, that was...
Deleth?
Yeah.
You sure he didn't hurt you?
No, he didn't. He just talked.
All right, well, I agree with Chetney. We've got to get the fuck out of here, so let's Did you say that?
Did I say that?
You did.
It almost seems to like reach for you.
Do you want to touch it? It gets
May-
a little tingly.
Oh. May I touch you? Pretty flower. You should sing to it, right?
As you sing to it, it kind of like quivers a little bit.
Oh, it's getting aroused. Okay.
You touch the flower, and it kind of like leans into your hand,
Oh.
and just kind of leans, putting the faintest bit of weight that a flower can do into your palm, and the colors kind of shift a little bit back from that like green, blue, teal to that black.
Oh my goodness.
I know, aren't they marvelous?
It's being so sweet. Oh, you're so cute.
Definitely responded to the touch and the brief sound of your voice.
Give it a little tickle.
Withdraws back into the tree.
Too much.
I might have been overzealous.
A few other ones kind of like
Okay.
Tickle us.
Tickle us.
Maybe just
In a hurry.
Yeah, just
In a hurry. Just wanted to say nice to meet you. I'm Laudna.
as you sing a minute and say Laudna and hold the note, they all kind of like quiver.
Cool. Fuck that.
Oh my god.
They respond to
really cool.
voice.
Okay. Toodaloo. Hold my hand. I'm scared.
I know it's a lot.
I love that, Laudna, you get scared of flowers.
Is it me? It's me. I'm doing this.
Maybe
Don't just
The
internalize
metal
this.
ice.
Maybe it's
the
because
metal.
we smashed some of the flowers.
What? I didn't smash them.
Oh, no, you're blaming
I
me.
love
No,
to
no,
touch
I'm
them.
just
Dead a few days ago.
I was.
We've all had a long week.
Oh, the
Right,
singers.
we
The singers.
sing. So here's what I think. We can do, like a little 2/8 count routine.
Yeah.
That it has like a forward, box step motion, and we do a little song and a dance as we move through.
Yeah. Sure. That sounds great.
Unless they want to keep us here because of the singing.
That's.
Yeah, but maybe you just have to sing well and we can leave?
Oh no.
Yeah, I feel like can't we sing? Has anyone ever done like parades? Like a little, you walk and sing.
I'm gonna take out my pan flute.
You let us out.
Oh.
We want to leave your cage.
I'm
Some of
gonna-
them kind of shift and focus in
boy.
your direction.
Are you going to do this?
I'm just
I'm gonna
asking
cast
for
enhance ability on her
an
for
opening.
charisma.
Okay.
I'm playing my pan flute.
That's probably better.
Okay. So you start singing, you start playing your pan flute. Okay. A lot of the flowers.
Pretty flowers, can you let us out? What was your tune? I lost it.
I wasn't making any, dude.
Fuck.
More flowers, like all emerging from the. You can hear the outside of the trunk cracking as more flowers are like digging their way out to open up and listen to the presence of this din that you're creating.
Oh God.
Should we
Don't
all
you have, like, a
form an
music
a
box?
cappella group?
I think so.
Hey, I gave that
But they're responding to the pan flute and the little soft
Okay.
singing.
I'm gonna keep playing my pan flute.
Can you walk towards the edge?